So John, I am super excited about the partnership that we have just put together with Agent Academy. Uh, I know this has been a passion of yours, Daniel Beers and Phil Pipes, and probably some other people that I don't even know about,
Right.
to build this out. Like, you guys have been delivering this content now for so long.
We started a year ago in March. We launched Agent Academy. I personally go back to 21 years ago. I launched my coaching and consulting business. And then Bill was over in another environment for 20 plus years. And then we all came together to create Agent Academy.
You know, it's an interesting time because of obviously starting EXP and being around and with attracting so many top teams. You're the coach of more top teams in the industry than probably any other single coach. And it seems like every one of them has an intimate relationship with you. How do you make that all come together?
Well, I think it's, as we've talked before, it's the simple solves the complex when you want to do something really, really big. I think that a lot of people skip steps, and the example that I've shown over time is that consistency demonstrates integrity. And consistency, when demonstrated, high performers are magnetized to that. And one thing I've learned when in working with all of these high performers is that it comes to a point in their careers where it's no longer transactional. It is that constant involvement of their emotional intelligence, their emotional maturity, and how they can connect and move with people. Because although we're in a very scientific business that involves money and transactions, people move the money, and that, fortunately for me, is an area that I've been mentored through by my leaders. I operated that way, and that's how they continue to show up. But then they become card-carrying members, and they bring their friends.
So now, Agent Academy, and it's like, I know the mission, because I really think it's a mission-driven initiative. So, from your perspective, why Agent Academy? Why now? What is it that made you guys think this would be something good for the market today?
Absolutely. Our mission is to bring market-tested, market-proven. And I am a product of many great mentors that are years of years in the industry that you go way back to. Yet I am 20 years removed from being an operator. And so when we brought Dan forward in the relationship to create Agent Academy, it was one of your former number one teams. And the one thing is, you look at team, but then he's a great business operator. So our ultimate mission was to bring certainly my experience in coaching, my experience in operating, that I've had historically, my look behind the curtain of these great organizations and see what's working, what's not working. For then it was to take someone who could have a voice and an input that's real time in the trenches. And so in bringing that forward, it is being able to speak the now language with that team leader, that top agent, so they can actually go back and take action from, someone that's doing it today and not just from a result of the past.
Now, you brought in Phil Pipes.
I did.
And I think you just referred to him on stage as the number one trainer in what he does.
Absolutely.
So tell us about Phil. And I hopefully get a chance to do that
Right.
see with Phil as well.
Right. Well, it was interesting because our vision, Dan and I were looking at that avatar that you're talking to, that top team leader or that person, $1 million and GCI and above that wanted to build a team. And so that was our focus, was working with these business operators and delivering all the different silos in playbooks that we've talked about. And then we're so fortunate that last July, Bill reached out and said, "What's going on over there?" He saw the results and he saw the community, which you got to experience. And we went down a path, and he brings an element to our business that, quite frankly, was missing. We had that leadership space, and sure, Dan and I both trained and coached agents, but to do what we want to do at the highest level, just like you do with EXP, you do everything at a level of excellence and a level of moving constantly for elite. We had to have the irrefutable #1 sales trainer on the planet. This guy from 18 years old, Glenn, he was on the sales floor as a young kid. He got mentored. He was on the sales floor of a coaching organization, taught how to work the phones, and they built him up. And so we did that first event you were referring to in July. And so I hired him and brought him on. I've never seen him speak in my life. I went, hear a reputation. And so my significant other and I and Dan are in the back of the room. I'm an hour and a half in, and I literally didn't. When you talk to Brittany, she'll tell you this happened, but I go, what the heck is happening here? And I've been, around this business 35 years. I've never seen someone hold a room of 500 plus people for 8 hours, 3 days straight and impact their lives. Unbelievable. So Bill's evolved into the organization, and you know what great leaders do? Well, I guess I think I am is you put the great ones out in front of you, right? And that's what we've done with Bill in this. So
Now, January, what's the date? January.
We're 9, 10, 11, I believe we are.
Okay, 9, 10, 11, Fort Lauderdale. We've got the first Agent Academy. It's not exclusive to EXP, but it's EXP or driven membership to that event. It's ridiculously inexpensive. I love the fact when you told me what you wanted to charge for the event based on the amount of value, for me it became like this, there's 1,000 agents that are going to want to be in that room. And I think I asked you the question, how many people can we get in there? And Bill said we need a cabin of 1,000 because after that, because of all the way he operates, the quality goes down. So he said, that's it.
Right. Yeah, he did. We got on the phone with him on that one.
Yeah. And so what's the price point? How do they get it in? How do they sign up?
Sure. So first place you're going to go to agentsuccessmastery.com. It is less than $400 to get into this event. And here's what you're going to get for those 3 days. First thing that I want to share with you is the timing couldn't be better because it is that kickoff season in January where we're in is so critical. You may have your business plan in place right now, but many people, they don't revisit that business plan. And so you're going to get the foundation of the business plan. He's going to take you on day one through your sphere of influence, a lead generation, lead nurture, and then we'll move into the second day. And then he starts looking at NLP. So really advanced language patterns that are for those strips, your listing presentation, buyer presentation, the most critical thing. And I think what really connected you and I outside the business part of it, Glenn, because we know without this, there's nothing, mindset.
Right.
Their mindset. And he moves people and gets them focused on their mindset. And so it will be just, what was ironic? Events can go 3 days. And then about 2, 3 o'clock on day 3, the seats were packed till the very end on day 3.
Well, I'm going to be there.
It's awesome.
So this will be my first Agent Success Academy, camp, whatever. I'm going to be there taking notes. Great to be there in the audience.
You always are. I noticed that.
I'm going to be sharpening the saw.
Yes.
Because to be a good leader, you've got to know what's current. And you guys are bringing the most current stuff to the agents right now. Very actionable. Literally, people will be walking out with appointments, hopefully, at the end of that event with new clients, potentially, and having new listings, potentially generating some new buyers just from being at that event.
It's just in the event. People left with multiple appointments by day 2. They hadn't even left yet. Day 2, agents were leaving going, oh my gosh, I'm ready to leave. I want to go work because they were so excited. There was more work to do, but they will be getting appointments immediately.
So in reality, Agent Success Academy is paying you to be there.
Yeah, right. The ROI is going to be, you're going to be fine on your ROI. And I think too, though, Glenn, as we watch this marketplace, it's the brilliance of you. And you look at your vision and a legacy of the organization, a platform, and then in the platform, Health and wellness is important because you know that people perform at a high level when they're healthy.
Yep.
I mean, you've got that foundational piece there. And now what you're doing is you're responding to, again, that need of skills. So you're delivering a healthy, high-skilled agent to the marketplace in a time that it needs it more than ever.
Well, we're going to share more because we want to get as many agents who want to take their business to the next level that don't have a path to get there. We want to give you that path and make it really easy to sort of know what to do next. And we do a lot inside of EXP. We've got we've got EXP University, but sometimes his in real life events can be the game changer. You can take a lot of notes for your computer, but being in a real life event, sometimes the game changer to take your business to that level.
Absolutely. Thank you.
John,
I'm excited.
awesome. I am too.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Thank you.
If you're interested in eXp Realty, make sure to check out join.exprealty.com.